welcome to my channel. Hey, today I'm going to be reading you spicy Reddit posts or interesting Reddit posts that I find spicy. So sit back, get your wine, your rolling tray, your whatever you need to get comfy, and let me tell you some stories and you tell me how you feel about them. My boyfriend won't let me take an internship. How can I convince him to let me? I'm a 21 female college student and my 20 male BF is from a different college. I recently got hired to do my dream job. It's a marketing internship, which I've been talking to him about since high school. I've had my eye on this job for so long. It's mostly work from home and I'm going to the site once a week. My unemployed boyfriend is mad that I'll work some nights because you don't need a job while you're in college. And I really don't want to leave this opportunity just because he isn't comfortable with it. He has also mentioned that because I have male coworkers, he doesn't trust them. I don't have any history of cheating on him, but he cheated on me once and I took him back because we're childhood best friends and we've been together for so long. Is there any way I can convince him to let me take this job peacefully? And then she gave some additional context and said, I go to the top university of my country on a scholarship and I also research for the government on the side, but he's okay with it because it's a work from home thing and he doesn't need to work on a site. And then she added one more note, I'm taking the internship no matter what. We'll get to that though. So first of all, the scenario is insane. You are letting your unemployed boyfriend stop you from getting the internship that you've been talking to him about since high school. And he won't let you do this because there's male coworkers on the site. Do you hear how insecure and silly that sounds? Honestly, my advice to you, not that you asked, but I guess you did ask in a sense. But I mean, 1,000 people have already given a response, but I'm gonna give mine too. And you should comment yours and let me know what you think. But honestly, take the internship. The men will come and go. The internship might not come again, be honest. If he really loves you and truly wants you and really loves you like he says he does, then he'll be very supportive of this internship. I think you should take it. The boyfriend, he can do his own thing. And if he doesn't stay for your internship, then he doesn't really support you at all. He's actually your biggest hater. Thank you. Let's see what else the update says. I'm taking the internship no matter what. The argument part is paused because he's blocked me on everything and I will update how that turns out. Thank you guys for all the advice. I don't really have anyone to talk to about this with because my friends and my family don't like him either. Red flag. So I'm thankful for everyone giving their 2 cents. I can't reply to everyone because I have a fever right now and I'm definitely reading all your insights. I've been with him since I was 12. I've been here for so long I didn't realize how absurd it was to have no other people's perspective. Yeah, girl. Sounds like you need to move on because this is like the only person you've ever known and it doesn't sound like a good person to know. So last final update about this. He unblocked me and then called me to call it off. He said that if I don't respect the relationship and if what he says doesn't matter, then what is the point of being partners? I didn't really have an opportunity to say anything much because he was set on ending it last night. I no longer got to discuss any compromises or whatever because he already decided for us. Thank God. He's saving you, sis. He's saving you because he's your biggest hater. He doesn't want you to take the internship because he knows you're going to find a man 1,000 times better who supports your internship and even may match your freak, like your energetic freak. Like, honestly, it's for the best. Good for you. Thank you guys for all your inputs and insights, and I promise to read them all. As for the messages, thank you. I'll try to reply to them as well. I don't think he'll do anything more because he's blocked me again and changed his profile picture and other stuff on social media, which is funny because I never post on socials because it always causes an argument. Insecure. He sounds entirely too insecure for you, girl. I hope that you find someone better. As for me, I also applied for his Harvard conference that I hope I also get invited to. Ooh, she sounds like she needs to move on to someone, a Harvard fine man or something. She needs to move on to some Ivy League fine supportive person. Thank you guys for being my Reddit friends because I don't trust mine as much anymore. And thank you for opening my eyes. I hope the best for you guys' relationships and hopefully you learn from me as well, though I'm no role model. I'm scared but excited for this new chapter of my life. So that has 1,400 upvotes and 1,800 comments, 1,000 comments. So I hope that she got what she needed from that. Hopefully she got what she needed from that. I hope that she actually genuinely left and she didn't stay with this bum, unemployed hater boyfriend that she has. And yeah, I also wanted to read one of the comments. It's like when it has 4,000 upvotes, which is like more upvotes than the post itself. It says, you're bending over backwards for an unemployed guy that cheated on you and doesn't care about your success. Don't need a job while in college. Sounds more to me like he's trying to drag you down to his level. I don't have any advice for how to remain peaceful. Let him potentially ruin your future or don't let him. And I got 4,000, almost 5,000 upvotes. And I have to agree, that's my final thoughts really. It's like, choose yourself or choose him. And I think you've chose him for too long and it's time to choose yourself. So Next. Am I the asshole for refusing to wake my girlfriend up for work, which led to her getting fired? Oh, I, 26, have been in a relationship with my girlfriend Jess for 3 years. She's 28. Jess and I live together. Jess is not a morning person. Me either, Jess. This is primarily due to the fact that she's up until 2 or 3 a.m. every day on her phone despite having to wake up at 8 a.m. I've tried to get her to start going to bed earlier so she could wake up on time, but she says that would leave her with no time to do her own things. Seeing as she only works until 4 p.m., this is partially false, but I decided not to press the issue. Generally, I have to wake Jess up. I wake up at 5 a.m., run for an hour, get home at 6, shower, eat breakfast, and use my computer for a bit. He sounds like he has his life together, first of all. I'll start waking Jess up around 7:30 a.m. I fully understand it's ridiculous to have to wake a 28-year-old woman up, but I honestly don't mind. Or at least, I wouldn't mind if it weren't for the fact that waking Jess up is a nightmare. I start by gradually turning on the lights at around 7:30, starting with the bedside lamp. Then I begin gently trying to wake her up. If she gets up around this time, she'll go to the bathroom, and then I'll go back to the room and find her asleep again. The worst part about waking her up is she's so horny. I'm guessing this is angry. Ornery. The worst part of her waking up is she's so mad in the morning. She uses expletives is directed at me as an insult. And then later, when I bring up her words, she'll just say, I was sleepy and out of it. What do you want me to do? Well, last Friday, she pushed things a bit too far. I was waking Jess up as normal, and when she walked past me to go to the bathroom, she made this exaggerated dry heaving sound at me. Then she said, you Mal, take a shower. I had already taken a shower and always keep good hygiene. Okay, girl, first of all, calm down. This is why they just need to, talk to each other better. Waking my partner up is not a burden, honestly. That evening, I told her that our deal with me waking her up every day was done. I was done with her tantrums, done with her insults, and done with her frankly stupid facial expressions, with how out of it she was. I told her that I'm not moving a finger to make sure she gets up for work on time. She was naturally upset about this, but I said she could wake herself up. Today was Monday, and lo and behold, she overslept and was over an hour late. Since she had already been written up twice during her probationary period of her job, this was an automatic firing. Around noon, she called me incoherently, yelling about how I got her fired. I had to hang up on her to get back to work. When I got home, she immediately started shrieking at me more and more, and then demanded half my salary until she found a better job. First of all, this girl sounds like she's very entitled, like she used to get her stuff together. I feel like making her go cold turkey on waking up might have been too sudden, and apparently she really liked the job she had. Should I have at least tried to wake her up? I don't think you're the asshole here. You did what you could. Her attitude is not the best about it. She needs to get a louder, real alarm clock or get a better one, something. If she really cares about this job so much, she would make sure she gets up on time every time. If she really cares about this job, she'll make it her priority to get up every time. If she is relying on you still, she's 28 years old, she needs to set her alarms like all we other people do. I'm 23. I even mess up sometimes when it comes to waking up for work, but if I want the money in and I want the job, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go. Gonna clock in. And if she really liked this job, it's not your fault. And finally, I cut my wife off from our finances because she would not stop ordering takeout. Oh, Uber Eats has a chokehold on the society. Me included, DoorDash. 9 days ago, I made a post about my unemployed wife had spent $1,000 on delivery apps in just a month. This is egregiously outside of what we can afford to spend on takeout. And since she didn't seem willing to stop, I canceled our credit card and moved the money from our joint account into my own account. For the following few days, my wife kept talking about how I was financially abusing her. She threw several tantrums despite apparently being severely malnourished, threatening divorce, and threw a bunch of the food we had in the fridge away to try and strong-arm me into letting her get takeout. And even tried to guess my bank account password a bunch of times. Sorry, my password isn't Taco Bell 123. The shade. That last one was how I learned if you try to guess someone's bank account password enough times, the bank will send an automated email. But last Friday, the complaints and the threats stopped. She seemed almost back to normal, mostly. I figured she had given up. That was until today, which was a garbage day. When I took the last bag out before taking the bin down to the curb, I discovered half a dozen fast food bags and other takeout containers in it. My wife wasn't supposed to have access to any money. I had no idea how she was affording this food. I confronted her about it, and first she denied everything. I had to bring all of her fast food garbage in and get her to fess up. She had taken out a loan. For Uber Eats? Now I thought that she had borrowed money from a friend or a family member, but she had taken one of those predatory payday loans. So one of those loans that you get a day and you pay it back over time. Before you ask, I have no idea how she even got approved. This is actually insane. This is an insane one, y'all. Within the next hour, I froze my credit. I then drove to her payday loan place where I paid the loan off in cash. I will now have to dip further into my savings to pay the rent. I suppose in a certain way, cutting her off was successful. She didn't order takeout anymore. She just drove to the restaurants to pick up the food for the low price of $20 to every $100 she borrowed, or $60 in fees and totals. In addition, I told her that we would be getting a divorce. So yeah, my marriage is over. I don't even know what alimony laws in my states are like, but I assume she'll happily live in a cardboard box under the bridge if Uber Eats is willing to bring her food there. This is probably the most insane one. This has 42,000 upvotes. I'm like, 42,000 people saw you talk about how your password isn't Taco Bell 123. I thought that one was hilarious. Yeah, obviously you did the right thing. Cut her off. $1,000 in Uber Eats in 1 month is insane work. I gotta give you that. I think at some point you gotta look at yourself and wonder if you have a food addiction, because that's actually an insane amount of money to spend on food, and insane money spent in 1 month on anything. Especially someone else's joint money. Like, you're not even sharing the food. Like, that's some serious big bag activity. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed me reading you these insane relationship Reddit posts. Let me know what you think below. Who was the asshole? Who wasn't? Who was right? Who was wrong? And would you be mad if your partner was ordering $1,000 worth of Uber Eats a month? Because I know I would. At that point, get to cooking, girl. Go to the grocery store. All right, y'all. Bye.
4 and 3 and 2 and 1.